And now let's welcome Stacey McCormick to the podcast for the Elevate Summit series. Stacey is our Senior Vice President of Retail Performance, but we affectionately call him our head coach.
Welcome to Stories from the River, a show in which we go behind the scenes at Broad River Retail.
Stacey, how are you?
I'm doing great, Charlie. How are you today, man?
I'm doing great. So we're here at day 2 at the Elevate Summit, Embassy Suites in Concord, North Carolina. Stacey, what are we doing here? What is an Elevate Summit?
Well, it's, Elevate being our word of the year this year, and we're trying to find a way to elevate our knowledge, elevate our performance of our team, elevate the way they feel about what they're doing in their job. And so we've got some elevated partners here with us, as well as our memory makers. So we're rolling and getting everybody prepared to have a huge end of the year.
I love it. Love it. So we got some really exciting things on the other side of this. And it's a 3-day summit. Not that people are going to be in it for 3 days, but we got 360 people we're running through, one per day. Well, each person attends one day. Now you missed the first day because you had an exciting event this past weekend. You were out of the country, weren't you?
Yeah. In Medellin, Colombia, my son got married Saturday, and it's a destination wedding, but his wife's family's from there. But it was beautiful, just an unbelievable time, and it was great. It was great all the way around. That's
fantastic. So we were able to pull through for day 1 without you. It was a good day, but I'm so glad that you're here for day 2.
Absolutely.
All right, so tell me about the partners who we have here.
Yeah, so TD Retail Card Services, or TD Bank, they are one of our primary finance partners for consumer credit, and they do such a great job for us, and they're the key sponsor for the event, and so they came down and gave us a great presentation on what their bank does and how they go about supporting us and our memory makers and our guests and our customers. And then also Versatile Credit. Versatile is we currently have a waterfall process through which we run our credit in our ERP system, but Versatile has so many things that would protect. It's going to make the system easier. It's going to protect our guests and their information, their personal information, and it's just going to make us better at what we do. And also pretty excited about pre-qualification or Prequal for basically we can tell a guest what they're going to be able to get approved for most likely without running their credit, which is going to be a game changer for both our guests and our team.
Yeah. And who's the third?
Oh, sorry. Tempur Sealy.
Yeah.
We're a TSI dominant, if you understand that, but Tempur Sealy, Stearns & Foster, primary dealer, and they are such great partners of ours, and they have this really cool technology in their mattresses, this Breeze technology, but they also have this ProSmart base that basically is like having surround sound. And if you've ever been on like the Star Wars ride at
unfortunately I have.
Yeah, I have too. It was a great experience, but it's not like that. You're open air, but just you got surround sound and things built into your base, your power base that's going to help you. And also lumbar support. It's got a snore, anti-snore deal built in there. And when you start snoring, it elevates your head 12 degrees, and you'll quit snoring. So it's pretty cool.
So it sounds like you've got like one of our primary partners in finance. We love our VIP customers, VIP guests. Then you've got some new and exciting partner in the way we're going to approach VIP with our guests. And then you've got one of our primary partners to talk about like product knowledge and elevated product knowledge with the smart bases, the pro bases, and things of that nature. So, and then we're doing something differently. We're not just going to be here for the whole day, right?
Right. So we've got this brand new, state of the art, one of the newest and latest and greatest. It's the most beautiful store I've ever been in. 7.0 to Ashley, which is the latest iteration of the Ashley store system now. We're not home store anymore, but in Salisbury, North Carolina. And we're taking the whole team up to see that brand new store. And when we get there, we're doing some product knowledge, but we're addressing it through what we call a purposeful reapproach, because a lot of times a guest will want to take some time and go walk through the store. And what we're teaching our team is how to go reapproach someone with something other than, hey, how are you doing today? Or are you finding everything? But really being able to give product knowledge to the guest in a very nice, clean way that'll help us be better servants of them and also help our team be more effective.
Yeah, and it looked like yesterday there was a lot of interactivity, a lot of fun. There's like three primary groups or stations.
Yep.
There's a bedroom group, the sleep gallery, sleep shop, and some comfort testing with the music, and then some stuff with Diamond Care, and so the Purposeful Reapproach was a really great sales exercise and technique, and it was fun. The cowbell was going off. It was a lot of laughter and competitiveness, and just and learning too.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, look, what we know is that every time we do something like this, that the feedback we get from our memory makers is the part where they're able to interact and participate with each other and learn from each other and hear from each other and get the different types of words and language and things like that to use with a guest are the things that they always respond to and love the most.
Yeah.
So we wanted it to be completely interactive. They could see the store, it's beautiful, but then they could really get some knowledge, and because knowledge is power, it's the confidence from which we sell, and take that back with them going into November, which is our Super Bowl, biggest month of our year.
That's right. So we're doing in-person training here in the ballroom here at the Embassy Suites Convention Center, then busing our folks on the road, 20 miles up the road to Salisbury, what you call the most beautiful furniture store you've ever seen.
Absolutely.
The Ashley, brand new 7.0 design, Ashley store and outlet, with a really expanded sleep gallery, state-of-the-art sleep gallery, a large Ashley outlet as a store within a store, and then a beautiful 7.0 Ashley store. So, and then a lot of interactive learning. But you said this is, every time we do this, meaning we've done this before, but when was the last time we got everyone together for a summit like this?
It was in the first part of May at our right up the road here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway here in Concord for our Sleep Summit that we do every year annually. And, that's what this was born out of is, we get so much of a lift and so much great energy coming out of those things, and we see it in our results. And we were meeting with TSI and in our quarterly update business review for them, and they said, hey, we would love to do this again sometime, and then this is where the idea came from. And so it's just really kind of everything fell together really nicely, and I can't wait to get up there and interact, but I also can't wait till we get past this and get this 40-day challenge that we got coming up all rolling.
Yeah, so there's a lot there. So the first time we usually do a summit where we bring all of our folks in once a year for learning at our Sleep Summit. We do that in either late April or really early May, and then that cascades into like the Moneyball May, the month of May, Memorial Day, the new gear, the new technology. And we usually see amazing results. And so like you said, we said, well, how could we replicate those results going into the biggest month of the year being November for us? And it's a Moneyball month in the fourth quarter. And so this is the first time we've ever done it in October. So we're bringing all of our folks around, born out of the heritage of the Sleep Summit. So it's kind of part Sleep Summit, but then VIP Summit, Store Tour Summit, and Breakout Summit, Purposeful Reapproach, Sales Process Summit, blending all that together, getting everyone back together again and saying, hey, and on the other side of this, we're going to do a challenge unlike any we've ever done before.
Absolutely. Look, this is the most money I think we've ever put on the line in a contest. I mean, there's going to be, it could get up around $100,000, but I think it's going to be somewhere, realistically $60,000 at the first qualification level of prizes and cash or money for our team that they can earn. And we've never done it. We're doing it in 10-day sprints. So there's going to be, they get entries for all these things, and they're going to draw for prizes every 10 days. We're going to pay out the monies that they have earned in their and what they've sold in those every 10 days. And it's just really, really exciting. And then we got 3 grand prizes. COVID kind of kept us from being able to give away trips and things like that. And we got 3 trips. There's one for the top for a top HFC, a top memory maker in sales. There's one for a top GM, and then also one for a top multi-unit leader, our regionals and district and area managers. So
where are some of these trips?
Most of them are going to be probably somewhere in coastal Carolina, I would imagine.
Okay.
So we haven't finalized it yet, but Manny, he knows the spots.
Yes,
so he's going to get us some nice luxury spots, probably Kiowa Island or something of that nature. So
Kiowa's great.
Folly Beach, something like that to be really, really nice.
Well, that's super exciting and a great reward. I love the 40-day, I think you're calling it, maybe we can say it now, a 40-day climb
to the top. Yeah. That's it, 40-day climb to the top.
And breaking it up into kind of like 4 summits or 4 peaks, if you will.
Yes.
kind of 4 sprints to make the long marathon race work. And then, look, we're still going to have our Moneyball bonuses and our monthly bonuses and all those things and our commissions and our regular delivered sales, but you're amplifying the bonuses with some extra contest dollars on top of the Moneyball month, which is really, really exciting. I don't think we've ever done that behind the summit. So
no, we haven't. We haven't. So it's really exciting, and I can't wait to see. Our team always steps up and always takes it to the next level. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen coming out of this.
I think this will become another legacy event for us. I don't think this will be the first time we do this type of summit. Maybe it'll be called something else next year because it won't be the Elevate Summit per se.
Right.
But I think it's helpful to get together, maybe before Moneyball month or more than twice a year with bringing everyone together. It's fun over a 3-day period to bring all the groups in, to have lunch, break bread, see them check in, say hello to everyone. It's really hard now at this point to kind of get to 31 stores. I mean, unless you were on the road 24/7, you can't do that even in a 1 week or a 1 month period. So it's great to have everyone to come in and be able to see folks and thank them, recognize them. Thanks for taking the time out to invest in themselves and see them interact with their fellow peers. Oh, I saw your name on the leaderboard. Oh yeah, we text and we keep in touch this way. And so and then some of them come with like their fellow teammates as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, one of the great things that I heard already, feedback from yesterday, was that, a couple of the groups were kind of like a little bit, well, I don't know that I want to do this because, practicing in front of people, which the way we do it makes it easier once they start doing it. But then some of our top performers like Anna Maria Coppola, she got up and started, talking through that and showing people, and it started laughing, and they started having a great time, and they just really jumped in and started to really interact with each other. So I heard it was just phenomenal. Yeah. And I can't wait to see it this afternoon. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, Salisbury. It was a lot of fun seeing the interaction. Yeah. Now, can I explain to you what our backdrop?
Yeah, I was going to ask. What? Tell me about this.
So we've got 2 of our leaders who are celebrating their 10-year anniversaries this coming week.
Oh, yeah, we do.
One of those thoughtful leaders, and usually we give them a gift and a message on their 10-year work anniversary. So Renee Bradley gave me a gift on Friday, and she celebrates 10 years at the river, and she took all of the shirts she had in her closet from that she's accrued over the years for our various events and summits and words of the year and things like that. And she went to someone who makes these custom quilts. And so she had each T-shirt that she's acquired through her time with Broad River.
That is just amazing.
And and had it designed on a quilt. Isn't that amazing?
That is so awesome. And not surprising. If you know anything about Renee Bradley, I mean, she is just an unbelievable lady. So this is great, Charlie. I know really that had to really hit you in the heart there.
I mean, it really did. And I can look at No Limit November, and I know what went behind that event. I can see that event. I remember it. I know about the RIP Box Springs hashtag and how that came about. This little deal, Furnishing Life's Best Memories, after our purpose statement and the drawing that we digitized. That
was the drawing that the lady did for
That's
you,
right?
Live.
And the one word, united or purpose, that we've got there, the words of the year, elevate forward together, our partnership with Hope to Dream, and, our breast cancer awareness month, with Susan G. Komen and the word hope there. So just a lot of great memories here.
That's a walk down memory lane for you, no doubt.
It sure is. And so that's what that quilt is. We said, hey, we're going to be in this convention center. Why don't we just kind of elevate the backdrop just a bit?
The beautiful thing about that, though, as I look at it, Charlie, and you can, this will resonate with you. It's the fact that we are a company of purpose, and there's meaning to every one of those.
There sure is.
And that's what makes this, at the end of the day, we talk about furnishing life's best memories. What you and I are doing right now is about to be a memory, right?
Yeah,
and those are best memories right there. So that's awesome.
They really are. I can just talk about the Orange Crush 3 tour and going on the road for 24 town halls and full day town halls and what we put into that, the high purpose playbook, high purpose planner and playbook and purposeful spaces, purpose services. There's great memories behind each of those stories. This Purpose 828 event we had with those blue shirts. I told her now her shirt, because she was on the pack, was the orange shirt.
Yeah.
The us who were on the pack, we wore orange versions
I got you.
Of that one. But it was it is an intentionality and memory for each one. And we've had a lot of fun over the years and had a lot of memories. And but also it's because of the who you do it with, and it's the relationships. Like you can't, it wouldn't be a fun memory if it was just like one or two or three. But the fact that we had so many people involved, kind of going through that memory at the same time, and it was meaningful to each person, and each person can kind of look back and see where they were on their journey, or where they were their journey at the river, or what they were going through, and how they kind of grew through that event, what that event meant to them. It means a lot. Yeah,
definitely.
It does
Definitely.
It does mean a lot. Well, Stacey, this Elevate Summit means a lot. It's probably the first of many that we'll set up here for this late October season. It seems like it's working really well. People are really happy and engaged, but I know you want to get back to it. You probably got to get up in front of the audience here again.
One more time here. We got to talk about this 40-day challenge and this climb to the top. But look, I want to say before I go, like, our memory makers are phenomenal. And every time we come up on something, and it's always, I started, almost 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago, and there's been something all the way along the way, and there'll be something along the way from here. But every time, the resilience and the just the heart and the love and the care of our memory makers always shines through. So, and I think a lot of that's because of you and Manny's leadership. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks,
all right, guys.
Thanks for all you do.
Okay.
Thanks so much. And now let's bring on Laura Biter from TD Bank Retail Card Services. Laura is our relationship account manager and oversees our account at Broad River. And we will talk to Laura about what's going on here at the Elevate Summit with TD Bank. Laura, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, thank you for having me, Charlie. Excited to be here.
Now, I may have heard this is your first podcast ever?
Yes, it is.
so you said you were going to try something new every month this year.
Yes, my New Year's resolution was to try one new thing a month. So this will be October.
That's great. So growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone.
Correct.
There we go. Well, welcome to the podcast. And you're wearing your Phillies hat.
I am, yes. I'm a diehard Phillies fan. Tonight's Game 7. If we win tonight, we go to the World Series.
That's right. So this is before the World Series.
Yes.
And by the way, you had tickets to last night and tonight.
Yes.
And last night you watched it from a restaurant or a bar.
Yes, I was at a Steamers in Charlotte, which I was told was a local Philly bar. Okay. So I went there and watched the game. Unfortunately, they did not win, but hopefully tonight.
And tonight,
I'll bring it home.
Tonight you have tickets, but you've sold your
I did. It's just a little too nerve-wracking at Game 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to watch it so you can turn the TV off.
Yes.
If you need to.
Yeah. Walk away if I need to.
Are you a season ticket holder?
I am.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a diehard.
Go Phillies. Go
Phillies.
All right, so let's get into it. So what are we doing here? This is the Elevate Summit. Now, TD has been a partner of ours since 2014.
Yes, a very long time, almost 10 years.
That's right. We're coming up on the 10-year anniversary.
Yes, we should do something special for that.
Okay, that's great. I can't. We'll talk to Jen and Mike and Danielle about that.
Sure.
Now, you've been with TD for how long?
I've been with TD for just about 7 years next month, and then I've been in this role as an account manager with TD for 3, and on this partnership for 2.
2 years. And
yeah, it's crazy. Time flies when you're having fun.
And who's your favorite client partner?
Broad River, of course.
Broad River Retail. We love it. We love it. Now, TD has always been active in like supporting our various events. You guys have supported our annual gala. You've supported our soiree. So why is it important to kind of ride alongside us and support us as we kind of get into the learning zone with our memory makers?
Yeah, I think, TD is very big on its people, both customers and employees. I absolutely love working, for TD Bank. And I know that, a lot of your employees are really passionate about working for you. And, we really are focused on our wow culture, our wow factor. People are number one, and I think it just works out nicely with you guys. That's obviously every event that I've been to so far. It really just, the people are so excited to work for you.
I've not heard about this wow culture, wow factor at TD. So, do you remember your first day at TD Bank?
I do. I do. Yes. They made sure they wowed me. It was, it's intimidating coming from another company. I worked for another bank for about 12 years, and coming in as a new person, it's like the first day of school, but they did everything possible to make me feel welcome.
That's awesome. I love that. I love that wow factor, in fact. So we're trying to wow our people here. So the Elevate Summit, this is a brand new summit.
Mm-hmm. And it was great.
Yeah. So you've spoken at it both days, and,
yes.
and it's you're flying back today. So we pulled you aside to come catch a flight to your first podcast interview. So thanks for being here. Now, what are some of the things you talked about this morning during the summit?
So First off, I kind of started with an overview of TD Bank because I think there's, some people that are familiar and others are not, especially this event being held in the Charlotte area. TD Bank is very new to this area in 2023. We just opened our first, we call them stores. Instead of branches, we opened our first store in Charlotte this year with plans to open 6 total, which I think is very interesting. A lot of banks are moving away from physical locations. You could do everything digitally now. But as I mentioned, TD is so focused on the customer and the people that, having a physical presence is really important. Also kind of talked about some of the key factors that kind of separate us from our competition. And I think really just number one, not to keep focusing on it, but is the people. And we have a very strong presence in the area with, we have a call center in Greenville, South Carolina, which is not too far from here. We are very focused on our community and giving back, and I know that's something that's important to you guys as well. And also just kind of went through some of the key stats to kind of, bring it together for the people that, work for you to kind of see, I know you get reporting every month and you get to see that, but, your employees don't really get that visibility. So we kind of went through some of those metrics and what the successes are with our program.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I think I know exactly where that first branch is. It's at the corner of Carmel and Highway 51. So it's a beautiful new branch. Yeah. Love to see that green out there and on the TD logo.
Yeah, although I didn't wear my green today. I wore my red because of the Phillies. But I do, when I present to clients, I usually do wear my green.
We're going to forgive you. We're going to forgive you for today. An important day to wear the Phillies red. And then, big local employer in the upstate. We have several stores in the upstate, Greenville, South Carolina, Spartanburg, Anderson, Greenwood. And so, and a big employee population there as well. So a lot of our memory makers call the upstate home. And so we love that you guys are also a local employer with your call center right there off I-85. And so, over 75,000 customer accounts.
That's amazing. We grow every day.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, yeah.
I think, what were you saying, like 40 new accounts a week or per day that we were
it's about 1,000 a month, so whatever that math is. Yeah.
So we're adding a lot of accounts every single month with TD, which is really amazing, and some great approval lines and to help our customers. Really, like, we're here to learn about power-based technology and sleep and some of the new technology. And a lot of that's made possible. Like, we couldn't furnish Life's Best Memories without the partnership and support of TD. And you guys do make it a wow factor for our customers, our guests, and which makes our memory makers happy. Like, when they see, oh, I didn't know that I could afford this much, but now I've got this much of a credit line. That is a big, since we've been in business, it's been a wow factor for getting that approval rate. So we really appreciate the partnership and you guys coming in to kind of make this event possible and happen.
Oh yeah, we're always happy to support you guys. Like I mentioned, you're an amazing client. You guys make it really easy for us, as a bank. It's been great.
Yeah, you may wonder what we're doing here with this backdrop. This was
beautiful.
Speaking of 10 years, one of our leaders, she's celebrating her 10-year anniversary this week at the River, and she took some of her shirts that she has accrued over the years, and she had someone make a quilt out of it. So we said,
beautiful.
Yeah. So it's a great walk down memory lane. That's a wow factor right there.
Yeah, definitely.
She presented that to me as a gift. I was like,
that's amazing.
Yeah, how can we put this to use? So yeah, we're trying to create wow factors every day for our people and do things like that. And TD really helps us make that happen. And we've got like 360 people over this 3-day summit. So you're really presenting to like 120 people per day. Which is really, really powerful. And you're like the headline sponsor for it. So thank you so much for being here.
Very happy to be here. We're always happy to support. I love working with you guys.
All right. Anything else before we let you off the hot seat and let's get to the airport?
Can I say go Phillies?
You got it. Go Phillies. Go
Phillies.
Everyone loves a game 7. So I think you got like Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper.
They're my 2 favorites.
Kyle Schwarber was my favorite one who was with the Cubs.
Oh, you're a Cubs fan?
I am a Cubs fan.
I like the Cubs.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, maybe next year we'll get to play each other a little more postseason.
There you go. All right, thank you for that. All right, thank you so much.
Charlie.
Thanks so much, Laura. Appreciate you being on the podcast. And
thanks for having me.
Have a safe, awesome flight home.
Thank you.
Go Phillies. And now let's welcome Mike Distefano as our third and final guest for episode 2 of the Elevate Summit series. Mike is with Versatile Credit. He's the Vice President of Strategic Client Solutions. Let's welcome Mike to the pod. Mike, welcome to Stories from the River.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Brand new partner. Now, is it versatile or versatile?
That is a common question. I call it versatile.
Versatile. Okay, I'll go with versatile then. And how long have you been with Versatile?
In September, it's been 3 years.
Okay. And I've heard about Versatile for many, many years. They've been around for what? How long has Versatile been around?
Roughly 20 years.
Okay, 20 years. And you're a brand new partner. Versatile is a brand new partner here at Broad River Retail. I think we've been working on getting ready to launch. You're with several licensees and several in the furniture industry. Tell us a little bit about Versatile, what you do, and what the value prop is.
So Versatile Credit is a credit aggregator. We have roughly 35 lenders on our platform today. So we have multiple ways that the customer can engage, right, with the application. Mm-hmm. We have kiosks. Mm-hmm. For a long time. We were known as the kiosk company.
That's right. That's how I used to know you guys.
Yeah. So we really morphed out of that as more merchants started using tablets. And naturally, right, what does everybody have in their pocket, right? A cell phone.
Cell phone, yeah.
So we really believe that's the future. So we developed some QR code technology, which we call Snap to Apply. It's a very unique digital code that, again, the consumer can just scan the code and the application pops right up on their phone. The magic behind the code is there's in-store decisioning for the first time on a mobile device. So no need to turn on location sharing services. We track every single code, which guarantees the lender that mobile device was in front of that specific QR code at that moment in time. A game changer.
Yeah. So it's like a bring your own device. We don't have to take someone's ID. We don't have to kind of get into the PII business, the personally identifiable information business, or worry about the risk of storing that. And a customer can do an application right off their own device and do it safely, securely. And you can ensure that customer took place at that device based off of the QR code matching. That's pretty powerful technology.
It is. And, I often get asked by merchants, what's the best engagement point, right? Well, there's no perfect engagement point. You're never going to have all 30-year-olds come into your store, right? You're never going to have all 70-year-olds. So I just know my parents, right, for example, would not walk in with their phone. They would think it's rude to have that phone while they're dealing with you. Now, take a 30-year-old. Everybody's going to have the phone. They're going to potentially take a call when they're trying to deal with you and so on. So it's nice to have a kiosk. We still sell as many kiosks today as we did 10 years ago, which is a testament to how good they are, right?
And we believe in the power of financing, the power of just opening up multiple lenders. And you've got 35 aggregators. So all of our financing partners are going to be aggregated with Versatile.
Correct.
Yeah. And it's going to replace a kind of a credit queue or financing queue system that we have on our own system. But not only is it going to give us a better way for the end user, the customer, to have self-service, if you will, and do it more securely and safely, we're going to get isn't there a Prequal piece that comes with it?
There is.
Can you speak about that for a second?
There is. And the power of Prequal is very dramatic, right? Because, look, nobody wants hard hits on their credit. And personally, I don't think that it's necessary to have a hard hit on my credit for a $1,500 sale or a $2,000 sale. So anytime you give the consumer the ability to apply, and especially in your situation where we're going to do it top to bottom, why would anybody not want to do that, right? That you take out all the fear of being turned down. So it's a game changer.
Yeah. And then the user interface of your platform is a game changer as well, as I understand it. And the analytics on the back end. Can you speak about the power of the analytics we will now have versus what we have today, and some of the user interface capabilities?
Sure. So we have an analytics platform which we call Versatile Insight. It's a real-time analytics engine. So you can go into that portal from anywhere at any time and see up-to-the-minute results, see exactly how your financing program is doing. You can slice and dice the data. We have 40 different facets, 20 different metrics that we capture, and we have multiple ways that we can show you. So it's very point and click configurable. Again, it's been a huge asset for us.
Well, I think business intelligence in general is critical. So getting this level of BI on this critical part of our business is very critical to us. We've been excited about this partnership for a long time. Now, this is your first event here at the River. I'm sure you've got several clients in the furniture, home furnishings industry. What's been your experience at the Elevate Summit thus far?
I think you guys do a great job. I mean, this is, again, it's my first summit. I don't have a whole lot to compare it to, but I was very impressed. You know, it's great to get your sales staff in one place at one time and be able to hit them at a high level, right, with all the things that are coming. And I could just see by the interactions of the people that were here, right, they're very excited about what's to come. I mean, innovation is going to drive the future, so it's fun to be here.
Now, have you had some questions from the group or from the audience? And what have some of those questions been, other than when is this going to launch?
So we have had those questions, that's for sure. So some of the questions that we had were, you know, how do we now deal with PII, or what happens with paper applications? You know, to be honest, they go away. This takes away a lot of the friction that is been in the credit industry for a long time.
So Mike, to that other question, when is this going to launch?
We're expecting very soon. And you know, it's as technology always changes, it's sometimes difficult to hit on a specific date. Right now, I think we're targeting the beginning of December. With Black Friday coming up and so on, it'll be right around the corner.
Yeah, and I think
time's flying.
It sure is. And I think we're going to beta test in like 4 locations.
We are.
Prove that out and then launch it to the rest of the organization. So it looks like we've got a very bright future ahead with you guys in our partnership for 2024. Thanks so much for coming down here for the Elevate Summit and taking time to be on the podcast. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Versatile Credit's very excited to be partnering with you. So thank you very much, Charlie.
Thanks for listening to Stories from the River. To check out more episodes, visit storiesfromtheriver.com. Join us again next week, and remember to like, rate, and subscribe to the podcast.